No, I'm stuck like I'm touchdown. I can do my dance like a touchdown. Yo, like I'm touchdown. I can do my dance like a touchdown. No, I'm stuck like I'm touchdown. I can do my dance like a touchdown. Yo, like I'm touchdown.
Oh, and we are back for another Saturday Night Live. Yes, we are live in Dad's RC Hangar doing the droning on the Quadaholics chitty chat and building and other stuff. So welcome, Shadow, and you've got Debbie in the chat as well. As Debbie was saying, we're just doing a couple of things to give away. It's a bit different, and as planned, we was hoping to do a beta flight. Run through beta flight for the quad that we built, the Stingy V2. But as you'll see, a few things happened this week, so we thought we'd pop on, have a little chit chat, and David hopefully will have time next week to do the beta flight, which I'm sure he will. Just also, I've put in the description David, which is David Owens' website. The website, YouTube. Go and check it out. He's got some great footage of his quad flights and what we might be doing. He's building a drone for me, the iFlight, and I think we're going to put it up on his channel so you'll be able to see how he's built it and stuff. And then obviously next week we'll try and fit a couple of beta flights in them from both, maybe. So without further ado, I think we should get David and Deborah in the house. So a round of applause, please. Hi guys. How you doing? How you doing? Here they are. How you doing, David?
Evening.
Good, thank you, Chris.
And you, Deborah?
Been injection week this week, so great.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, I've got my injection on I think it's the same as you, isn't it, Deborah? On the 22nd, is it? Monday the 22nd.
23rd,
I'm gonna get the zombie jab, so it could be Dad's RC Hangar's zombie house. But yeah, that's our COVID vaccine, which is fantastic. So we'll either stop spreading it or getting it, or one thing. So yeah, as I say, Shadow Hops is just in the house because he always is. And if Shadow's the only person in the house, he's going to win everything. So happy days. So Shadow's now sitting there thinking, I really hope I'm the only one person in chat. So there you go. Top man. He's a good man. So yeah, so guys, so David, if we go talk to David now, we've got to be careful what we say here because things have not quite done. But our local field, that is a fantastic field. I mean, I've shown it many times on the Friday feeding.
Yeah.
There's
Amazing.
a possibility now that we won't be able to fly drones anymore, or quads, should we say, or multi-rotor. There we go. I mean, what can we say about this? Why has this come about, David?
Well, I think if we think about it more globally to start with, there was a whole new set of regulations that came in at the end of the last year, so beginning of this year, that required us to really get more qualified. So we already had to do the DMARES, which was the CAA registration scheme. So effectively, that meant that you had to go on and do a small exam, register the fact that you were a drone owner, and as a result of that, you'd get an operator ID for your drone, and you'd get a flyer ID for you as an individual. And that then allowed you to legally operate your drone. So that was the Drone and Model Aircraft Registration
Right.
and Education Scheme.
Done all that.
Yeah, it's a big mouthful, but DMARES. And then alongside that, the CAA actually gave us more permissions. If we were to do an A2 CFC, so the A2 subcategory certificate of competence, that would enable us to fly in towns as well. So gone was then the requirement to avoid buildings, vehicles, vessels and structures. All it really came down to is that you had to avoid uninvolved people, which is a really good thing. So I think that was a really good bit of news. But unfortunately, I think people still think of drones as, the DJI camera drones, and they have a false perception that, we're spying through their bedroom windows, and that's absolutely not the case. We don't care one iota about looking at people's gardens. Our flights are flying our little quadcopters around, which are no different from RC planes or from helicopters.
No.
In first person view, and the cameras are just like your own eyes, so the fact that you're in the field looking at the place, I guess people get scared because they think you've got this high resolution camera, like a paparazzi, spying in through their window and invading their privacy, which is clearly not the case. It's, anybody who took the time to understand what drones were about would know that. And in fact, the reason we try and refer to ours as quadcopters is for that very reason, to differentiate ourselves from those bigoted, clearly incorrect views of what flying quadcopters is all about, which is about flight. And I think that drones offer an awful lot, our type of drone, in terms of the flight controllers and the cameras, offer a huge opportunity for STEM. It's a great hobby. There's electronics involved, there's soldering involved, there's programming involved, and there's building involved. And all of those things, I think, really contribute greatly to educating the next generation of flyers. And I think it's, a very naive, very narrow, very bigoted view to look on drones as a scourge. And, I think with relationship to our field, I think that, probably the drone flyers are there every day. Before we came along a few years ago, the field was lucky if it had anybody, turning up in a week. Now, with the drone flyers, come rain is not the case, but come wind, come shine, we'll be at the field flying. And it's really disappointing that, other people have got these false views of what it's all about. And I think, really probably wanting nobody to be at the field and using the excuse that, most people think that camera drones are about invading privacy. And it's clearly going to be a complicated conversation with the people that live near the field as to whether we'll be allowed to, continue flying at the field.
Well, I mean, I personally believe on that, David, is that I think they're just I mean, just to educate, Shadow, because he's the only one here at the moment, is that on our field there is kind of like neighbours that are quite far away. and they've always been a bit hellish, should I say, with lots of. I can't go into it for legal reasons, but
there was some great Harry Enfield sketches, wasn't there, that helped us visualise what the two of them were like. But...
Yeah, if you know the British Harry Enfield sketches, that is definitely a Waynetter. And Waynetter used to really have a go at us, a lot of the flyers. Not so much me, but a lot of the other flyers. But I think it's that she's obviously seen in the news about quads and drones and thought, oh, that'd be great. I'll use that as an excuse. I don't think it's the drone pilots. I think she just is uneducated. So let's answer some questions anyway, Deborah, if you want. So I mean, Shadow Ops.
Yeah, I mean, if they were military, going back to Shadow's point, if they were military drones, we'd have had a Hellfire missile out, I'm sure, long before now to eradicate the problem. But
that would be interesting. Here she comes. Game over.
Like, I am having a fag.
I'm having a fag.
I'm having a fag.
The Israelis did the double tap method, didn't they? They used to fire a dud at the roof and then 20 minutes later come back with the real Hellfire. But we've never ever flown over their house or even close to their house, within terms of the DMRS rules, and it's furthest from our agenda. The challenge now will be, where do we go to fly? Because definitely these small-minded people are not going to stop us from flying. So it's a case of where to go now. And we want to be legal. We've put a lot of effort and money into making sure we've well educated ourselves and we have all of the available drone qualifications in the UK, so that we can go and fly in these places. And I know you've done a lot yourself, Chris, and Deborah's put an awful lot of effort in.
Well, as I say, I've paid for the V2 as well. I just haven't got round to getting involved with it and getting it done.
Yeah.
But as I say,
start nagging you for that one. We'll start nagging you for that one.
You're nagging me. I know. I will get into it. I've had as I say, sort of like trying to keep things alive, like the business and stuff, through these tough times has just taken up most of my time.
It's been hard, hasn't it?
It has been hard, but it's like I've invested in a quad that David's built me. He's building it for me, so I know it's going to be. There she is. There's my quad, which is the iFlight, Adora, and David is kind enough added that frame. Well, not that frame, but I've got it here, a brand new unopened box frame. And also he's supplying some 3D printed parts. Did you say for the?
I mean, I know not everybody is into, but we've made our own prop guards for the cables and some little cable clips to keep the cables tidy. A new battery pad that and so you can have a very nicely themed, yellow themed quad. I do appreciate people. Yeah. Absolutely, I think so. Yeah, but I know not everybody likes quads like this, but at least people have the option to put the parts on or not, don't they?
They've got them there, so that is in one package, and also I think, Deborah, you're going to be doing a plate for the back of the
camera. Yeah. I've got one on my desk here somewhere. If you could see my desk, you'd realise it's never going to
the Patronic Brothers. Hi, guys. Salute to you guys.
And the plate sits at the back of the GoPro.
There you go.
Very nice.
Lovely guys. Lovely guys. It's just I was hoping they'd have a video out today about the little, I can't remember what it's called now. You know what it is, the blower. Can't remember, name's gone, but they know what I'm talking about, so I can't wait to hear it anyway. But yeah, so we've got the frame and the back plate that Deborah's done, also the 3D parts. Also in that package is a sticker, the Quadaholic sticker, and I've thrown in some Emax engines or motors, 4 of them. So you're halfway to building your quad. Great to see you having fun.
I agree with what Shadow says as well about having those TPU printed cable wire covers. It's so much nicer than having tape wrapped around it or tape and a bit of old propeller.
Yeah, it's what's the way to go. I'm just writing people who's coming in at the moment, because we're going to be doing that wheel again. So, and I've copied what Shadow Ops does with Dave RC. Is just add numbers to the wheel. It's a lot easier. So Hopefully,
Yeah.
the Petrinic brothers will stick around for a while because we're not going for a full hour. What's that? Pilot Robert and Captain Blas. Howdy. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, it's Robert. It's
Definitely
Robert
hang
here.
around.
Hi, Robert. How you doing? It's not me Blas that signs in for you guys, so it's an honour to have. But any of you guys, you're so busy. It's an honour to pop on Dad's RC Hangers Saturday Night Live. So that is the one giveaway, and then we've got another giveaway, which is a little toy thing, really, but it's the VTOL X-Fly, which is really cool, and it's got LEDs, and it's got props, and it's even got a little remote. Now, obviously, this is fun. This is a fun thing, but it's if you look on the
That's an aeroplane, isn't it?
It's more of a. It flies like a quad, and it says RTF aircraft, but I look at it as like a.
I'd call it an aeroplane.
Yeah, you'd need to call it an aeroplane if you want to fly at our field.
Well, whatever it is, we're giving that away as well. So
Brilliant.
there you go, Charlotte. So that's what we're going to do. So we're not going to stick around for long, because obviously because of all this that's been going on at the field. David's been involved in talks, and so has Deborah, which obviously takes the time away from trying to sort out beta flight. Now we are gonna. David is gonna. He has been recording. Sorry, the iFlight frame of how to build on that and bits and pieces, and yeah, he's going to record that, and we're going to compile that for him, and then he's going to upload to his YouTube site. So if you want to go there, you can see it. Now in the description there is a link to David Owens' YouTube site, and you can see all his flights. And there are some flights. I think one of my favourites is along the beach. Is it the beach?
Oh yeah, the one in the Car Beach in Cornwall.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean if you put yourself. Oh, Pilot Jerry! Ooh, look at that. That's a good timing. There we go. So I better write this down. So Pilot Jerry.
That means you got 3 numbers now. You can't get this wrong, can you, tonight, Chris? It's not possible with 3.
Why did you say that? Why did
Oh,
you
I
say
don't
that?
know.
Everything goes wrong in Dad's RC Hangar. I mean, oh, jeez. It really does.
Are you allowed to drop some of the sort of excitement over the new hangar that's coming? Because I know you talked about it last night, but you didn't really say, did you, too much? So is it
no,
twice the size?
No, it's yes. It's yes. The basic what's going to happen is it's the same. It's basically
The gossip.
a Dutch barn. But don't tell anyone it's a hangar. It's not a Dutch barn at all. It's a hangar. Okay. So
Outstanding.
I've got another one which is a bit bigger, and my lovely wife has let me keep both. So
Wow.
the other one, when it comes, is going to be all kitted out with insulation, plasterboard, you name it, and Murphy's Law. There you go. Yeah, in full effect.
Keep both, but you've got to keep one
It
inside
always
the
does.
other.
It's Murphy's Law. Whenever I'm live, it is a scary thing. But yeah, I totally agree with that, Shadow. Totally agree. But yeah,
But it's a laugh a minute, all
and
the
then
same.
you got to have a laugh, haven't you? Life is too serious, and life is too short. So anyway, so that's going to be done up, and then that's going to be more of the video and studio side of things. So this is going to be the part hangar, which will be more of a storage for all the planes and bits and pieces, and then the other hangar will be for the building, and obviously hanging up the big girls like the Corsair, the fantastic Corsair with folding wings. So that's going to I mean, you're taxiing and the wings are going down. It's like
that big box, little box thing, isn't it?
Oh, it's
big box, little.
Oh, well, this is it. This is it. I mean, it's. I mean, they was all made to put in aircraft carriers so they could stack them. I mean, I've watched some.
Modern planes are like that too. It's just they look more impressive on the older ones, don't they?
It's a warbird. There's something about warbirds that's just. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. Oh, who's P.S. P.S. We don't know who P.S. is, but P.S. Your name's going down on the list. You've got
So it's 4 now, is it? You've got to
We've got
cope with
4
on the wheel.
numbers. Come on, 4 numbers.
Getting difficult.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, welcome. So, it's, as I say, P.S. If you're not familiar with Saturday Night Live, at the moment this is about Quadaholics, and the Quadaholics are David and Deborah, and which has been building some quads and doing some chit chat. We was meant to do beta flight today because I really need to know a lot more about beta flight, but because of things, it's not going to happen till next week. But yeah, so back to Warbirds. I mean, I don't know what it is. I think designers just had a different aspect to design. I'm not sure what it is. I mean, you look at planes. Don't get me wrong. I love like the F-16, and I love like stuff like the MiG, and all that sort of stuff. Where it's, and I mean, I don't know. I don't think.
Yeah, Su-27 is pretty awesome, isn't it? And F-35 I really love.
Oh yeah,
F-22 you've got to love.
Well, the F-35 and the F-22 and the Raptor, but it's like, I think, the F-35 I just look as a Harrier in sheep's clothing, because that's all it is. That's the Harrier technology.
Or wolf's clothing. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a cold air fan, isn't it? It's a beautiful thing, and it's transformer technology. You just see the open top of the the air fan on the top, opening up the grills, and the underneath grills opening, and then the motor twisting round. It's true transformer stuff.
Oh,
beautiful thing.
It's. I mean, but that's there's. I mean, I think there's so many. There's big planes out there that I can't come to mind, especially the American. They're similar to like the Hercules, but it's called something else. I can't remember what it's called now. You could probably fit 6 or 7 planes in it. I can't remember what it is now. Can't remember. Brain's gone. But yeah, so there's stuff like that. Was that new stuff is all about speed and less about high lift or Warbirds. Yeah, Shadow, and also today's birds, as you like to call them, are all about being invisible. So you've got all these sharp shapes. Even ships are doing it now, aren't they? Where they're stealth. So I think a lot of that comes to it.
It was all based on some Russian mass, wasn't it? And they could only, with the computers they had for the F-117, they could only do it with sharp edges and facets. But of course, the F-35 and F-22 have had this Gaussian edge. So the software now can, almost do infinite shapes. So you get the smoother shape now than you did from the sort of stark angles that you got from the F-117. But for me, that still looks like the most amazing plane ever, and probably was the seat of all of the UFO rumours, wasn't it, down at Area 51 when they were test flying that? Yes, I like the Osprey too. The V-22 is just amazing.
Oh, David's full of information. This is great. You carry on, David.
No, I know. It was one of your chat. I think it was. Who was it? Was it Shadow?
Shadow, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, V-22 Osprey is just a beautiful thing. It really is. That's the one with the big rotors that rotates.
Yeah, the tilt rotor.
Oh, you've seen it. Yeah, tilt rotor. That's it.
What's Shadow talking about at the moment? Beta equation.
Yes.
No.
Yeah. That's where the stealth equation effectively for the multifaceted surfaces, and they had to use multifaceted surfaces to start with because they just couldn't compute the Gaussian edges that they needed at the time.
I'll tell you what. I think we'll have
these modern
to
aircraft are just missile platforms, aren't they?
Sorry, Deborah.
I say that all of these modern aircraft are generally just missile platforms. I mean, they don't engage like the Warbirds from the Second World War, do they? Where is sort of dogfighting and
I
close
believe they
contact.
Probably do. We just don't hear about it. I can't believe.
Do you think so?
I mean, you look at these stuff. What's that? Oh my God, my brain is gone today. What's that film, Maverick? What's the film called?
Top Gun. You're thinking of, aren't you?
Top Gun. Thank you.
Yeah.
The new
Do you know
one's
what, that's
coming out.
nearly 40 years old. Top Gun, 30 years old.
I'm young. Top Gun. Quads are a young thing. Come on, we've been trending.
30 years old.
So but anyway, it's like where the opposite side are coming across the borders and they're shooing them off. I mean, you look at this. I mean,
we have a quick reaction force, don't we, in the UK? And our Typhoon is scrambled and heads up to meet the Russian bombers, the Bear bombers coming in, and guide them back out of our airspace and into theirs.
I mean, it was only the other day when we heard a sonic boom where they were scrambled, and it was another Russian jet getting a bit too close to our
Yeah.
aerospace, picking and poking, and the Typhoons were up in within seconds and shooing them off. Fantastic. So yeah, I mean, maybe there is dogfights. I think Top Gun 2 is gonna show a lot of that from the clips that I've seen. But I'll tell
really
you,
good. F-18 and F-14,
we've got 4 people in here, haven't we?
We have.
We've got 4 people.
Well, we don't know who PS is, do we? At the moment,
No.
we've got Shadow, Pilot Jerry, Pandrick Brothers.
Yep. So I'm just going to put 4. I'm just going to edit this. Right. If you want to take that on while I'm just looking at an edit here.
Yeah, Pilot Jerry's saying we.
Yeah, they don't see their adversary because I suppose they're flying around with like a full missile load, and then there's like an AWACS aircraft or something that's like finding the targets, and then just like launch and then go home, get back to the canteen.
Yeah,
the ML9 is the chosen weapon of choice these days, isn't it? There are longer standoff range missiles as well, but if you can avoid fighting, then you don't have to have a loss of an aircraft, do you? That's the challenge. You can get rid of it, and that's where the F-22 comes in, isn't it? It's not seen. It's attack its enemy, destroy multiple planes before it's even seen, and be almost leaving the action area and heading back home. And
they won't even have pilots on board, will they? In the future?
No.
Probably,
there's some really interesting aircraft from Boeing, isn't there? The Wingman project, and there's a UK version of that too. But
I just want to show someone
really good.
Here. So there's hang on, there's with more chit chats, but I want to really do the giveaways because it's normally the same people that are in always the first, and I believe it's. We should give it to them. Was it a Raptor airframe is capable of 20 G maneuvers, but the pilot is not exactly.
Less than 9 would have us going. But I do really like the look of the new Tempest and the Wingman. I think they're really rather awesome. I do love aircraft. I think military aircraft for me, you can go back in time. I mean, there's many, including the Corsair, that sort of pop to mind. The Spitfire definitely is there. Concorde is definitely there. Harrier is definitely there.
And the Vulcan.
The Vulcan, I did a marathon many years ago called the RAF Swinderby Marathon, and I stood on the runway where one of those came over our heads and then turned vertically and went straight up, and it was just the most amazing. You could feel your chest moving in and out from the reverberation from the jet engines. It was on afterburner, and it was just incredible.
The trouble is that the reason that they're not they've been put to bed is because there's so much pollution that comes out the jets, which is
but we used to love that smell, the jet A1. It was really very nice. Not very good for you though, with the turbine all in there, was it?
At Farnborough, when I went to the Farnborough Air Show, which must have been 2 years ago, something like that, and they had a Harrier, and the amount of smoke that come out when it was hovering, it's like wow, But you get suddenly the fumes start kicking across, and it's just fantastic.
Yeah.
So let me just show you this anyway. Vulcan is a cool bomber. It certainly is. Right, so there's the numbers. Let me see. So my writing's terrible. So that does say Shadow, the Patronic
and
Brothers.
Reversed.
Is that reversed?
Yeah, can you flip it?
Yeah.
I could do, but I'm not going
to. Just hold a mirror up and.
Okay, hang on. No, I could do me. Hang on. I can flip me. I can zip. There you go. So Shadow, Patronic Brothers. Don't worry about my writing. I can't write. Number 3 is Pilot Jerry. Number 4 is PS. So, should we go to the page? Are you ready, Deborah?
Okay.
Yeah, Vulcan had all mechanical. Are you sure?
Are you about to? Oh no! There it is. The wheel.
What's the name in the gap? Oh, sorry, Deborah. You got to do that again.
Do it again, Deborah.
I did talk over it.
Do it again.
This is now time for the Wheel of Doom.
Well, for those who was here for Hobby King, so I've just saved it. There you go, spin. There you go. For those that was here for Hobby King, it was the biggest nightmare of my life. Everything that went wrong, could go wrong, did go wrong. I had many names. I didn't have enough names. I ended up giving people about 5 T-shirts and a couple of hoodies. Yeah, that cost me a bit, those mistakes. But, you know, everyone's going to be walking around with Dad's RC Hangers T-shirt. So there you go. Shadow loves your doom.
Yeah.
So we're going to spin this. You've all got your numbers. I'm hoping it's going to spin. I didn't put the music on.
Did you test this? Did you test it?
I tested it, but that means nothing. It's like
Nothing.
You know.
Okay.
So hopefully this is going to spin, and it will come up with a winner name. And if they're in the chat, they need to say, because I'm not sure how many's in chat, or if someone can see if they're in chat. And I haven't got my music. I forgot to put my music. So anyway, whatever. Are you ready? Should we spin?
Can you not sing?
I'll drive
Can
the
you
rest
not
of them
sing?
away. Everyone keeps saying I'm a crap singer when I sing in the hangar. Right, so we're going to give hitting the microphone. I told you it's all going to go wrong. First of all, we're going to give away this aeroplane. Doesn't matter if you're in America. I'll stick it in DHL. It will get to you eventually. And we'll throw in a Quadaholic sticker. I'll print some more off, and we'll stick that in there so you're a part of David and Deborah. So here we go. Are you ready?
And Chris, just the 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that the number which they join the chat just to get the excitement up?
No,
So if you no,
in fact, it
You
you
is.
should tell who they are. Should
In fact, yeah. Well, number 1 is Shadow. Last time I put names on here, it was horrible. Number 2 is the Petronic brothers, if I said that right. Number 3 is Pilot Jerry, and number 4 is PS. So you got your number. So there's no cheating involved. As I say, there you go. There it is, my terrible writing. Should we spin it?
Okay.
The intent.
Good luck, everyone.
I'll just hope it's going to spin. Right. Here we go. Oh, it's spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
What's it? Going round and round.
Da, 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 da.
Oh my goodness.
It's going to stop on 3. Is it going to stop on 3?
Yes.
There you
Three.
go. There we go. Pilot Jerry. Is he still in the house? Pilot Jerry. If you're in the house, you're going to get this this VTOL. Now you can either message me from I think Dad's RC Hangar or whatever, or go to the Dad's RC Hangar Facebook or Instagram, or go to the website. Send an email to chris@dadsrchangar.co.uk. I should have put that up really, shouldn't I? If he doesn't answer in a second, because I know we're a bit delayed by 20 seconds. If you're not in it, you can't win it. So as I say, this is I did watch Dave's RC, and he's there.
I know.
He's there.
Wow, thanks
You've
so
got it.
much.
We're gonna throw in one of these stickers as well, and I have got the Dad's RC Hangar stickers. So yeah, Jerry's in here. Yeah, here he is. There we go. Let's put him up. Jerry, well done. Not a problem at all. You need to say yeah. Just go to my website www.dadsrchangar.co.uk, and you can email me, message me, do whatever you feel. Right. Okay. So now, Pilot Jerry, I'm going to change this now. So just to keep the suspense. So Pilot Jerry can't win it anymore. So I'm going to delete 3. So,
Does it automatically renumber, or does it allow you to have a number missing?
It's quite cool as long as I save and that refreshes. Oh, good. We are good. See, I'm getting used to this now. There you go. Now we've got a big 1, 2, 4 and a spin. So are we ready?
Who gets it if it comes on to spin?
Right. This is for the full
Spin
package. This is for. So this is the one you want to win. This is for the iFlight frame, the iFlight printables that Dave is doing, and it'll be for a GoPro cam that obviously Deborah's making a nice carbon plate for the back of it, and I've thrown in some 4 motors. I could be evil and say I'll give you 2, but I'll give you 4, and you're going to get a sticker and another sticker, and yeah. So we've got Shadow, which is number 1. We've got the Patronic Brothers, which is number 3. No, 2. And PS is 4. This is it. Here we go. And spin.
Round and round it goes.
I'm actually looking at my bigger screen because it's a lot easier. Well, actually, I can see it on here. It's all good. Where is it going to land? Nobody knows. The plane is pointing to the doom wheel. So, is it going to spin again? Is it going to be 4, 2? No, all 1. Oh, no, spin again.
No.
4. Is it going to go 4? Oh, wow.
2.
Oh,
Number
very
2.
good.
The
Oh,
Patronic
Shadow
Brothers.
Ops.
Are you there? Did they stay? Robert, are you about? You need to make yourself know, or we have to spin this again. It's so evil. I wish we could have presents for everybody, but so that's the VTO
You almost have.
Pilot Jerry. Now
You kind of got to give stickers away to the rest, I reckon,
yeah.
to be a pain.
Yeah, no. If you
Yeah.
want, as I say, I've got the names here. If you want these, they're like that. No, like that. Then yeah, just email me and I'll send a couple in the post. You just peel them off, stick them to whatever you want to, and then rub it, and then the plastic peels off, and you can stick it on your flight box or whatever else. So yeah, everyone, as there's not millions of people in it, we'll give it to everybody. Oh,
I don't know whether Patronic Brothers are still.
no, if you're not in it, you can't win it.
Can't win it. No.
Oh, and I feel bad because they're lovely guys, and I'm glad they said hello, but they've gone.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to prep. So we're going to delete number 2, which is the Patronic Brothers, and we're going to save that. So that's going to disappear anyway, and should reappear.
Oh my goodness me!
So
Right.
we'll give them a couple of seconds anyway, because they might be busy. We'll give it
I'm sure I don't do
yeah.
that.
So yeah, this is a call out to the Patronic Brothers. 0 Oscar Charlie 001. Are you reading over? That's a big call out for the Patronic Brothers. Are you receiving? Over and out. This is Oscar Charlie 0 out. Yes, thought I'd do that.
We've got a new one. Somebody else has
Yeah.
appeared on the chat.
Yeah.
Northeast FPV.
Oh, right. Well, Northeast FPV.
Hello.
We're going to have to add him, aren't we? He'll be number 5.
Yeah.
He's in it before, because so unfortunately the Patronic Brothers didn't win. Unfortunately, I'll probably just send them some stickers anyway. So I'm going to put. So what I'm going to do is Northeast FPV. So now I've got to add you now. So I've got to add a number. So hang on, and then we're going to go for it again. So there we go. Shadow Ops in the house. It is indeed. So we'll add category, and that's white, so that's good. And we'll call that.
Does Northeast know what they're going to win yet? Northeast FPV.
Well, if he wins, we'll tell him what he's won.
We'll tell him what he's won. Okay, that sounds like a
But
good deal.
all he needs to know is
He
that
doesn't.
Northeast FPV is.
You're just going to have to wonder.
You're going to have to wonder.
Who
Who
could
knows
have
what you're
won?
going to win? Who knows what's going to go on at Dad's RC Hangout? There you go. Right. So number 5 is you, Northeast FPV. Unfortunately, the Patronic Brothers are out, but we'll give them some stickers, and I might even send them a T-shirt. So, Shadow is number 1, and yeah, so 1, 4, and 5. PS is number 4. Let's spill. I'll have to make my music next time because I can't keep singing like this. I'll scare people away.
Where she stops, nobody knows.
That's countdown. Down. So is it going to be number 4, number 1,
Exciting.
number 5? Oh my golly gosh!
Oh, it is
No.
number 5.
He walks in the room and wins. Congratulations, Northeast.
Shadow, I'm so sorry, Shadow.
No, congratulations, Northeast FPV. You have won a brass screw. And I'm going to throw 2, not just 1. I'm going to throw 2 in there. You can't get better than that. You haven't. Should we show him what he's won? I'm so sorry, Shadow, but it's all right. It's we'll have some chats. We'll have jets. What we got? So, you not only do you win what's the best value ever, which is the Dad's RC Hanger Quadaholics, which are obviously Deborah and stuff. Oh dear me. Yeah, you've got to turn up for every Quadaholics now. If you don't, you know, it's sad. So you are going to win now. What you are going to win some 4 multi-rotor motors, and what are they, David?
They're the Emax Eco motors. Really nice motor, 5-inch quad.
There you go. Now with
6S
that,
capable.
you're going to have. I haven't opened it. It is a box. No, it's not a box. It's got the iFlight framing. So if I tell you what, if we go back to there, right. So basically, you're going to win this frame, those printables that David does. So you've got all the cable holders, the battery holder, and you're going to have the camera holder for the what's it called again? The camera holder.
GoPro.
The GoPro camera holder with a back plate that's done by Deborah.
For the Hero 6 and 7, and then there's a carbon back plate for it to protect the back of the GoPro as well, so that you protect the screen.
Of course, I know you only.
And a sticker. More importantly, the sticker,
it's
right?
All about the stickers. I was quite sad actually. I didn't get a sticker from Banana Hobby. Anyway, so Northeast FPV, get in touch with me via Instagram. Whatever you can message me. Yeah, I mean most people message me through Instagram or through Dad's RC Hangar Facebook. But you could go to my website www.dadsrchanger.co.uk and send me an email and tell us your address, and we'll get that shipped off to you. As for everybody else, if you do want so Shadow and PS, if you do want a sticker, then just let us know. We can send a load of stickers. It's all about stickers.
Northeast FPV has a Hero 7, so that's perfect. It'll fit beautifully in the frame, and it gives you this nice little carbon back plate for that protection.
Class champion.
Brilliant.
Stickers, damn right. Stickers,
It really is.
All
It really is the wheel of doom, isn't it? It really
that is classic.
Well,
that is classic. Can we have that one more time? So next time when we do the
Wheel of Doom,
we will get some more prizes going, because we like giving away prizes. It's all good. We don't earn anything from the channel yet, but it's still nice to give away, and David and Deborah and myself all just threw in stuff, which is great. Everybody that's, Northeast FPV, you've been here a lot. So is Shadow. Shadow, where's he gone? Shadow's disappeared. Is he upset? I'm sorry.
he's still around, I think, isn't he?
He deserves.
No, he's still there.
He deserves a full.
Yeah, he deserves.
He deserves a full quad. Shadow is here every Quadaholics without fail. Well, I'll have a chat with him anyway. I do chat to him and poke him now and then to say hello. So we'll see what we can do. There we go. Hang on, what's he saying? Nice.
Watch your videos all the time. Ah, very good.
There we go. Shadow wants a sticker because he knows that's what's important. Stickers. In fact, I'll send Shadow a little parcel of joy. I just have to. I did have lots of problems sending parcels from DHL, and basically what it was is I used to send them from my business address. So when it goes through customs, they think you're selling something, and they open the box up. They don't see an invoice, and they send it back. So, but now I've got a private one, which is just me, Chris, and bits and pieces. Yep, I do watch Northeast FPV. I'm
a subscriber too, Chris. I'm a subscriber too of Northeast FPV.
We're all subscribers. Everyone should subscribe to everyone because we all do fun stuff.
Yeah.
And Pilot Jerry RC. I think I'm subscribed to Pilot Jerry's RC. I'm almost certain of it.
I'll make sure I do. If I don't, I will going forward.
Yep, and Shadow Ops as well. And I think everybody, in fact, I remember that Pilot Jerry is on Instagram. So, this is a family after us, the RC family, and we've got to look after each other, and we all do random stuff all over the world, which that's what I love, because some of these channels, they do maiden flights, whether it's a plane or a quad, and the scenery and background is just totally different from what I see in the UK. So It's absolutely brilliant. I'm trying to see that one. Excuse me. Well, that's great. Thank you. Sue, excuse me. I think it's because my dinner's coming soon.
Yeah, Shadow Ops. Does Shadow Ops have a YouTube channel? I've done Pilot Jerry now, so I just need to subscribe to Shadow Ops now.
I do believe. Yeah, I'm sure he does. I mean, I talk to him I see him on Instagram because he's actually. I mean, we want to get Shadow Ops on one of the lives because he fiddles about and rebuilds engines, IC engines. He pulled one the other day. Yes, he does have a YouTube.
Yeah, I'm on there. That's all right. Subscribe and bell.
To the man. Yeah, he's. So what's that? I only do how-to minis, but thanks for the stuff. It doesn't matter, Jerry. You don't. In my book, you don't need to fly a plane. I mean, if someone sees you building a plane and how lovely it is, say for instance the Spitfire or the Corsair that I did yesterday, it just shows you how easy it is to go together, and well, not easy, and gives you the tips. And flying is a bonus. Obviously, I buy a lot of planes that have been out for a long while. I buy planes specifically for different things. This one was obviously, as you know, sort of Motion RC brought out a lovely Corsair, and also I think iFlight have got a Corsair out. But I bought this because it's got folding wings. Just them little things that make it for me. It's something special. But if people do, I will fly in the end. But if people want to see, then they can just Google it.
You will. Definitely gonna fly. You will definitely fly for sure.
I see. I'm back to front now. So now when I'm pointing to you, I've got to point that way. Hang on. Let's turn my mirror off. There we go. So David here is going to make sure I do a lot of stuff, and Deborah is also going to make sure. Now David and Deborah will be doing flight. They do fly fixed wing as well. I think Deborah did have a little aeroplane in the background somewhere. Did it take off or did it crash?
Yeah, it's back up there now.
Crash and burned.
Yeah.
So we'll be do. There you go. Yes, I do. Thanks for asking. Yes. So he's just subscribed, which is nice. He does some fun stuff. I think someone said to me the other day, oh, my YouTube channel is just bits and bobs. People don't like that sometimes. And it's like, well, yeah, but you're different, and I like different. So a fun part of working on stuff besides flying and driving, have an FW 70mm F16 and real building it too. Damn. Yeah. I mean, EQ that's normally here. I mean, the reason I go Shadow Ops and EQ is because they're both Erics. So I'll just keep doing it. But EQ does a lot as well. If you look at EQ's channel, I can't remember, it's EQ something. I can't remember exactly his channel's name, but he's been doing some fun stuff as well. He's been doing a little ship, and he had a dodgy battery, so he didn't show it, but a little battleship. But he's got a fantastic hangar, and he does all little bits and pieces and gets it all going. But many pilots that I follow don't really fly, but it's all about watching. I love building. So anyway, so we've been going more than Jerry. My little watch has just dinged at me you can't see it now, but Jerry has just dinged me. Okay, you've sent a message to me. I will look at that, so I will get your address and everything else so we can get this lovely off. In fact, Northeast B EFPV, I better write down that you won.
That'd be funny.
Don't tell Robert or Blaz that they should have been here to win it. They'll be upset with me. They won't. So you've got the iFlight frame. So let's just show. Northeast FPV, what he's going to get. Obviously, you're not going to get the boards inside and the antennas and everything. You're just going to get the frame and motors, but it's a start. You can buy yourself whatever you want to stick in it. But it's a lovely frame, is it, David? Yeah. I mean, do you want to quickly say a bit about the frame?
There's not a great deal to say. I mean, it's a True X, fairly lightweight, fairly well built. The frame comes with really nice chamfered edges, so you don't have to take a file and smooth them off. It comes with the press nuts already fitted to the boards, which is good practice. 5mm arms. It's a really nice frame, and if you're into freestyle, it's great to have.
So what's that? I will build a quad for my brother. Many thanks. Oh, brilliant! That's really nice of you. Well, he's going to love that. I mean, you just got to stick your board in. I mean, what boards did I put in mine? I bought a lot of stuff.
You had the Mamba, the F722 app version, so which allows you to use the SpeedyBee app to adjust the settings in Betaflight. But it's a really nice quad. It only just fits actually the whole stack. I mean, you'll see on the summary video that we do. I'm trying to bring this up. You can just see, but there's plenty of room for a strap. But it's nice, and you've got the ability to put the flight control at the back if you wanted. You've got the ability to put a digital unit in if you wanted to.
Well,
so it allows you both the digital and the
let's
standard.
Get flying. So so thanks again. Great to meet you. Off to the RC Airplane Statics show. Oh, I wish we could go to shows, but have a great time.
I wish we could
Jerry.
too.
And I'll be in touch later on. And also, it's EQRC, David. If you want to look at his channel, it's really good. And he'll be able to chase my models instead of me doing the chasing. Well, this is going to be really upsetting for me. Because as everyone knows, I don't want to go. This is droning on, obviously, Quadaholics droning on. But as many of you who watch the Friday Feeling will know that obviously, hopefully, this is going to be maiden year if we actually get out. And I did want either Deborah or David to follow so they could record as I was flying, which we may not be able to do at the field now. So it's a right kick in the goodies about what possibly could happen. Thanks again, everyone. Yep, no problem, Northeast FPV. Thanks for popping in, taking all the goodies and running. I like it. My kind of man.
Yep. Snatch.
Right, so as I say, Shadow, we'll get you some stickers and the Patronic Brothers and PS. If you just message me and we'll get some stickers off to you. So David, we reckon we're going to go for Betaflight because that's pretty cool, Betaflight, the way it's programmed.
Yeah, I'm nearly finished the iFlight drone, so we should be able to do that next weekend. It's just making sure that I've run through everything and that you've tested it all, because I don't want to do it and then find that live it goes wrong. But maybe that's the right way to do it, right? Do it live and it goes wrong is part of the fun.
Well, I mean, can we do the Betaflight with the Stingy V2 first?
Yeah, no, they both should be at the same point, and they're
brilliant.
both using the same flight controller and ESC and motors. So, literally will be, when we've done one, we've done both of them. So,
fantastic.
But I wanted to show, yeah, exactly. But I wanted to show how you set up for 4 and 6S. So there's a few things that we want to talk about. We want to talk about D-Shot, RPM filtering, bi-directional D-Shot is what we want to talk about, and then a few other little bits and pieces. But the ability to fly 4 and 6S is really important, because I think, Deborah and I both have some 4S batteries that we still haven't binned, but we're mostly flying 6. So to be able to show how you go between the two, and also with these higher RPM motors, if you've gone for a 1900, you might want to just tune that back on 6S to being something a little bit slower, and you can just take the edge off it too. So we could show you how you do that. And the nice thing with Betaflight, it automatically recognizes that as you change batteries. So just want to make sure all of that works before I show you.
Okay. And don't forget,
but yeah, we should be ready for next Saturday.
Oh, Echo thinks I'm talking to her, or whatever you call her. Don't forget to look in the description down below, or whatever it is, and David Owens' link to his site is there. And we'll probably be uploading the iFlight build if someone wants to see bits and pieces, especially with all the 3D printing that David's done for it, with like the skid plates and the washer things, or whatever they're called. It's fantastic.
Soft mounts.
Well, listen, Shadow Ops, thanks very much, and we'll have to get you involved, I think, in we'll have a chat and get you involved in the live chat, I think, because you're always here, and I know you're really into your drones and stuff, and he's an ex-drone pilot. Or military drones, and maybe we can get you involved as well with Betaflight and stuff, or we'll just have another chit chat night. Chit chat's good because we talk about lots of stuff. I mean, maybe we'll have a chit chat after the Quadaholics and just have a chit chat with everybody, so we can talk about all sorts of stuff. And obviously the Wheel of Doom, which is Deborah's voiceover, which is fantastic.
Not the Wheel of Doom.
I love it. Little things in life with me, it really is. So don't forget. Don't forget. Well, there's only a couple of people, but many people might watch afterwards. Don't forget to join. It's Saturday the 13th today, 2021. So don't forget to watch next Friday Feeling, which is the continuation of the Corsair build, and then hopefully on the Saturday, which I'm sure it will be, we'll do the Betaflight. So thanks, Shadow. That'd be fun to be on the show. Well, there you go, Shadow. I'll tell you what. it will be tomorrow night, and I'll make sure that I don't wake you up because Shadow is from the US of A. I'll ping you tomorrow night, and we'll have a chat because I think that'd be brilliant, especially as you're across the pond. It'd be brilliant, absolutely brilliant actually. So thank you, David. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you very much. You've been heroes with Deborah's Subaru Wheel of Doom. That's going to tickle me for quite a few weeks now. We will be back with the Quadaholics next Saturday with David doing the beta flight. Sorry, David.
No, I was meant to be pointing at Deborah for the Wheel of Doom thing, and I pointed the wrong way.
Good old
realised I was flipping.
Good old Idaho. There you go. Idaho in the US of A.
Wow. Cool.
So very cool. I think it's great. I'm not going to go too much on there because we're saying our goodbyes, but I think it's great when you chat to people and they live in different parts of this piece. It's like fantastic. It's brilliant. I've never been there. Probably won't get there. So, but hey. So, if guys, just stick around for a second and listen. We'll see you for that next Friday feeling. Thanks for joining now. Bye bye.